Welcome guys to Sunday Drivers Cup 2020 season, round 12, and today we are driving around Oran Park. Initially this race was supposed to be held on Pocono if I'm not mistaken, but this track got released for iRacing service for free, so this was like a late call change, and if you ask me, it was very welcome change. And track itself is quite nice, very nice flow through the whole lap. And as always, let's take a quick look at the current championship standings before going to the race. It is Louis Correa leading, then it's Andrew Lovesey, and then it's me, Prem Glass and Michael Elliott very close to each other as well. Dan Moult, Martin Pereira, Sandoval, Greg Walters sharing the 8th place, and Renovare not completing top 10. And after this race, we will see championship standings with the drop races taken into account, so it's very interesting to see how the actual situation is. And one last thing before going to the race, the qualifying results of course. My qualifying was quite disastrous. I got my first clean lap down maybe in 10 minutes in the qualifying session. There was a lot of traffic in front of me before that, and I just couldn't get a clean lap. I was starting to feel a little bit desperate. What if I can't get a clean lap at all? But at least I got someone bank lap down, and then I tried to push harder. I wasn't that far away from my personal fastest lap, so that way it was quite good. But I just can't understand how this guy's going under 117. Michael Elliott got the pole position with a 160.4. That is really fast. I think these guys were driving a different track or something. I just can't understand. But 7th place, it's very good, but it was also a little bit discouraging going to the race knowing that I'm almost doing my personal best and still having the 7th place. But then again, that's racing, that's why I like racing. You never know what happens, you just have to live with it and push forward. So let's see what happens then. Alright, here we go again. First of all, apologies for the lack of the normal in-game footage. There's some problem with my GPU drivers. They just released a new patch, but I haven't got time to try that yet, and it wouldn't help me at this point, but for some reason it is only recording my leftmost screen. Anyway, revs up, it's red lights, green lights, and away we go. Very good start, already gaining one position. There's one car alongside me which I managed to overtake, so I'm holding now 6th place. Moving to the left, just securing the inside line to his first few corners. Is Robert Garcia outside? We are going almost side by side here, just taking the very tight inside line here, just securing that there's no one coming from the inside. Now going this right-hander, Robert holding inside line, I have to back off. Getting maybe a better exit, moving to the right. And a huge mistake from me. That was a very big moment, to be honest. I don't know what I was thinking. There was no room, and yeah, luckily I was able to stop the car in time. But at this point I said to myself, okay, now take it easy, just the first lap. You already had gained one position, take your time, take it easy. Maybe I just got too excited after that good start and going side by side to these first corners. But anyway, great start, and actually you can see from this angle that it is Sander who also managed to overtake Dan Mould. So it is not SRL 123 anymore. And that's the first lap, very hectic one. It's very fast track, as you can see, not too much like a slow corner, it's very flowly. I don't know if that's even a word, but there's a good flow through the whole lap, like I said earlier. This is a little bit later, end of lap 2, we are coming to this last corner, starting lap 3. So I'm still chasing Roberto in front of me. He lost a back end a little bit there, but that doesn't help me too much. It's still Sander holding Dan behind him. I guess it was Michael Elliott who dropped to the second place, so it's now Andrew Lovesey leading the race, if I'm not mistaken. And we have a quite a good gap behind already, so I can just focus on what's in front of me. This is the end of lap 3, starting lap 4. I think I'm a little bit closer to Robert Garcia than the last time, trying to stay behind him, utilizing the draft, but to be honest, the draft doesn't have that much effect on this track. I'm gaining like a little bit, but not too much. And the first corner, it's not really an overtaking opportunity. I guess there's like one line that you can take. If you go outside of that line, it usually ends up in the wall. But great racing also very much following the battle between Dan and Sander. Well, not that much, but whenever I have time, I was following that as well, just to see what happens there, because these guys are very close to each other, so you never know. At this point, it seems that I'm dropping a little bit. It's very nice, like there's like 3 different battles on within the top 6, but I started to feel like I'm dropping a little bit also, but also the gap behind was maybe getting a little bit bigger, so I can just refocus myself. Coming out of the last corner, starting lap, is this lap 5? Yeah, starting lap 5. I got a much better exit maybe from the last corner. Now I'm really close to the Robert. I moved to the left, saw myself on the mirror. I just, there's no way I could make that corner if I would dive in. But Robert made a mistake, so I gained the position that way. Also I noticed Sander and Dan going side by side. Sander defending, so I knew they will be faster that way, slower that way, so I was just trying to push forward and join the party. And this is starting off lap 6. As Dan is holding the inside line to the first corner, Sander is on the outside. I think Sander have to give up his position now, yeah. So it's now 1, 2, 3 SRL. That gave me extra motivation to push forward and try to make it 1, 2, 3, 4 SRL. That would be quite nice to see. And I noticed these guys, maybe I was gaining a little bit, because it seems that they are closer to me than previously. As Dan make a mistake, he spun, I slowed down just a little bit so that I won't hit him. So yeah, speaking of 1, 2, 3, 4 SRL, well, maybe it's possible still, but a little bit harder. And it's now Sander holding the 3rd position, podium position. So at this point I started to believe maybe my podium is possible if I just keep pushing forward, giving pressure, and just doing my best. As it seems on the corner of my eye, I saw maybe Michael spun. Yeah, he's facing towards me, last corner. So speaking about podium position, there it is, P3. It's now Sander on a P2 and Andrew Lovesey leading with a quite nice gap. So if he can just keep his cool, he will have a very good hand for winning this race. And this is the end of lap 8, starting lap 9, still giving chase for Sander and try to do my best. This is now end of lap 10, so a couple laps later, end of lap 10, starting lap 11. As I'm now really close to Sander again, it was like this all the time. Sander was holding me back quite nicely. I moved to the left, Sander defends, I moved to the right, just back off, there's no room for me. Just trying to take it easy the first corner. And Sander made a little mistake, and that will gain me a position, holding now the 2nd place. And it's now time to push forward, put some fast laps down, maybe even catch Andrew if he makes a mistake or something. This is now end of lap 14, starting lap 15, and you can see the gap behind is quite big. All I need to do is just bring the car back home in one piece, pull out these times, and it'll be fine. It's Victor Oliveira, I guess, coming out of the pits, and yeah, nothing wrong with that. It just does scare the living thing out of me. I wasn't expecting that. It doesn't look that bad from this angle, but when I was driving, that got me off guard a little bit. But yeah, the rest of the race was pretty much like this. So I was just trying to pull out good lap times and secure my second position, second place. And this is last lap. I skipped quite a lot of laps. There was nothing really happening except me driving around the track. This last lap, there's one back marker, but he's having a great pace, and Andrew is already quite far away, so I have to take my second position. Well, have to take. It's very good result after starting from 7th place. I was really happy with this result. I was really hyped. Like I would have never believed that I will get a podium position this time, taking into consideration where I started and what lap times the guys in front were doing. But it also shows that just keeping car between the lines pays off sometimes. And yeah, as you can see from my reaction, I was very happy with this result. Still chasing my first win, but hey, it's, I don't know, 5th or 4th podium position, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, great race, and it's a great fun with this track, with this car. And these are now the end results. Andrew Lovesey wins. This is now, I think, his 6th win in the season. I managed to get a second place. Sander Vare holding Michael Elliott behind him. Sander got his first podium this season. Michael Elliott 4th place, still quite a good recovery after the spin. Matt Tempest, Martin Pereira, Ben Hicks, Renevar Garcia, and Ashley Gefael. And that's the top 10. And this is now the championship standings after the race, with the 3 drop races taken into account. And it's Andrew Lovesey actually leading the championship now by 1 point to Louis Correa. I'm holding the 3rd place. I have a massive minus 17 points reduced from my overall points pool. It's Michael Elliott behind me, and Prem Glass, Martin Pereira, Sander Vare, Dan Mold, René Vare, and Greg Walters. And yeah, I don't want to speculate too much, but I guess yeah, I have only one race without a point, and there's 3 races to go still. So if I can have one solid result, that would mean then that I can go eyes closed, balls out for the last 2 races and take a huge risk. Just kidding. Of course, I will continue doing like this, doing what I do, and just hope for the best. Honestly, I would be pretty satisfied with the 3rd place anyway, so. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you, bye.